Thank you. My name is Pradeep Shetty. Being the Sergeant at Arms for the meeting, it's my pleasure to be the first speaker today. Let me reiterate that the mission of a Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and a positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. To speak, you may unmute yourself, and when done speaking, kindly mute yourself. If the speaker is not fully visible in the frame, you may click on the three dots on the frame, speaker frame, and click on Fit to Frame. With a huge round of applause, let us welcome the presiding officer for today, Toastmaster, and the president for our Chalk and Duster Toastmasters Club, Lucky Daftar. Lucky Daftar, thank you very much.
Thank you, Pradeep.
Thank you.
A very good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and a very warm namaste from India to all of you. Today is our meeting number 41, and I officially announce the meeting in order of the day. Today, again, we will be having an exciting journey with 5 speakers in the house. Awesome speakers and awesome speeches that we would be having today. So the flow of the session would be like the grammarian's introduction, then we will have the speakers, all the 5 speakers, then we will have the evaluation, and towards the end we will have the awards and adjourning of the meeting. So overall, this is how it's going to be. I would like to welcome all the guests of the day. We have wonderful guests here today. I would like to welcome you all. I would want you to speak a few words. Just introduce yourself and speak one line about our club. What have you heard about it? What do you expect from this club? Maybe 1 or 2 lines about this, and then we will start with the meeting. So, whom should I call first? Ravinder?
First of all, may I start?
Yes, please.
Yeah. First of all, good evening to everyone. And I'm very happy to join again with you as a guest. I hope the next time I will be a member of Toastmaster. This is my journey of learning. So it's a very precious moment for me to learn from you all. Thank you so much. If I want to introduce myself, then I should start myself introducing like I'm a homemaker. I'm a Ravinder Kaur from Mohali, Punjab, and I'm a homemaker turned author. After 12 years of my marriage, then I started writing. Then once I started, then journey can never be stopped. So after writing the 3rd book, yesterday I started with my 4th book, and I want to start my speaking journey with you. That's all about me. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. A very warm welcome, Ravinder Kaur. So we look forward to calling you Toastmaster Ravinder Kaur very soon.
Yeah, thank you.
So you have been a serial writer, author, serial author. Now from here you can start your journey to become a serial speaker.
Just definitely.
Sherry Pathak. Hello.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hi. Good evening, everyone. Greetings from South Africa. So I truly enjoy the Toastmasters Club, especially this one. I mean, I join only this one, whenever I can. So I think this is a convenient time. And I always walk away with, feeling so inspired. So I was just telling Raj as well. So I think like in the next week or 2 weeks, I will be joining your club because it's just, I always feel very inspired by the speakers and the pitch of this club is really, really amazing. And thank you so much for having me as well. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Very warm welcome, Sherry. It would be an honor for us. We will be glad to welcome you in our group. We all here, of course, all of us here are energy filled, exciting to speak people in this group. And
Yes, and I definitely
that quality
resonate and
in
feel that.
Kant, Ravinder too. Sorry.
I said I definitely resonate and feel that. So definitely I will be joining. Not so in the next week or two. Definitely, I'll speak to Raj about it. Okay, thanks.
I would like to invite Aarti Bandekar, Toastmaster Aarti Bandekar.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm Toastmaster Aarti. I am from Sober Toastmasters and the Vice President of Public Relations from the club. I'm actually here to learn more about a different project. So I just found out that our speaker number 5 is doing a very interesting project, and I wanted to understand more about the evaluation and grow myself as an evaluator. So hence, I am here to observe. Thank you so much for having me. I'm looking forward to all the learning. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining in. A very warm welcome. I would like to call AM. Hello, AM. A warm welcome to you. Please, if you can, just switch on your camera and speak a few words. Okay. We also have Smitha Maladi. I would like to welcome Smitha Maladi. Yes,
Hi.
if you can, just switch on your camera. Hi.
Yeah, give me a minute. Yeah, hi. Good evening. Smitha Maladi here, and I was invited by Ms. Pramila Dias. Okay, I wasn't aware about Toastmasters. So she invited me. She's been a regular participant in this club. So, we got talking about it, and she invited me to join and understand what is it all about. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Great.
Thank you for having me. Thanks.
Great. Thank you for joining in. I'm sure you'll have a great time today with awesome speakers here.
Thank you. Thank
Who
you.
else? Am I missing anyone? Abbas.
Thank you, Madam President. Fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Abbas Akbar. I am here on the invitation of Raj, who is a dear friend. At present in the Toastmasters fraternity, I am a member of Sober Toastmasters. I'm also a member of Santa Cruz Speakers Toastmasters. I also am a part of the District 98 leadership as the district admin manager. And it's great to see the club finally live. I have seen the struggles or the efforts that all of you have put into forming the club. And I'm so glad that it's so fruitful. So thank you so much for having me. And I look forward to a great, great meeting. Back to you, Madam President.
Thank you. Thank you for joining in, Toastmaster Abbas Akbar. A very warm welcome, and we are glad that you are here. Who else? Am I missing anyone now? Someone can just raise hand or let me know if I'm missing anyone. All right, so we are good to go with the meeting. Good to start. So let me introduce our master of ceremony today. Again, we have Raj Bharat, Toastmaster Raj Bharat. He is our inspiration, our mentor, the founder of the club, the gem of the person. We all know how hard he has worked to put this whole thing together. And he is by profession an automation analyst. And of course, yes, the floor is all yours, Toastmaster Raj. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Madam President Lucky. Thank you so much. Greetings, everyone. I am Raj Bharat, your Master of Ceremony for today for this speech marathon 3 of Chalk and Duster Toastmasters Club. As we are on exact time, so we will begin sharp at 10, the speech marathon. So before beginning, let me invite the role players who would be helping us during this speech marathon. And our first role player is grammarian Toastmaster Imran. Toastmaster Imran is a graduate student and he is aspiring to be a master's from Germany. I would like to invite Toastmaster Imran for grammarian role. Over to you, Imran.
Thank you, Master of the Ceremony. Am I audible? Thank you. Good evening, my fellow Toastmaster and dear guest. As the grammarian, it's my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language uses. I will take note of any misuse of the English language as well as the excellent uses of the English language. As the grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. So for today's meeting, the word of the day is sagacity. Sagacity. That means being the ability to make good judgment or decision. For example, the leader's sagacity enable the team to grow. Another example is today everyone will voting for the best speaker and evaluator with their sagacity. Each speaker is encouraged to use this word of the day, and I will present my report when called upon during the meeting. Over to you, Master of the Ceremony.
Great. Thank you so much, Imran, the grammarian for today. Now let me invite another role player, timer for today, Toastmaster Salu Deswal. She is senior eligibility researcher by profession.
Yes.
Over to you, Toastmaster Salu, for timer guideline.
Hello everyone. First of all, Raj, I would like to say, maybe I'm not able to change my background just because my laptop is not working. So I'm using my phone to join this meeting. So today I'm playing a timer role. So in this role, I have to take notes of role speech times. I have to track times. And I have to show cards as per timing time limits. But today, maybe I'm not able to change my background as required. So, but yes, I will track the time of every speech, and I'll share my report at the end of the meeting. Over to you, Raj. Thank you.
Sure, Salu, definitely. Thank you, Salu, for taking care of this. I will request someone who can help us to display the timer screen on behalf of Salu. Yes, Pradeep would be helping Toastmaster Salu. Thank you, Pradeep. Great. So let's begin the speech marathon. And who is the first speaker? But I'm waiting. The first evaluator is yet to join. So I would jump to the second speaker for today. First, second speaker. Okay. Let me invite the very first speech by a speaker, Toastmaster Primila Das. For evaluating this speech, we have distinguished Toastmaster Von Eric. I will request distinguished Toastmaster Von Eric, who is international motivational speaker and author, to read out the speech objective for Toastmaster Primila speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Von.
Thank you. Thank you very much, our esteemed Master of Ceremony. The purpose of this statement this project is for the member to learn about different communication styles, my favorite, and identify his or her primary style. Another purpose is for the member to share the impact of his or her style. Over to you, Raj. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Von. Thank you so much. So let me invite the first speaker for today, Toastmaster Primila Das. She is a teen success coach and author and a speaker. Toastmaster Primila, could you please confirm if you can see timer screen?
I can't see. I'm audible.
Your voice is little less loud. You can be little more loud, Primila.
Hello, I'm audible.
Yeah, better. It is better.
Okay.
Great. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes. Toastmaster Primila, Make my trip. Make my trip, Toastmaster Pramila.
How many of you have booked your travel ticket on makemytrip.com? Great. Well, regardless of who does and who doesn't do, we all are aware of travel necessities. And one of the most important travel necessity is the transformation mode. Similarly, in our lives, communication do have a different type of transformation mode to improve our conversation and our relationship. Good evening, everyone. Today, I shall be taking you to the different type of forms of transport and the link of communication and a journey of your life towards success. The wheels of the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels of the bus, the wheels of the vehicle, we all have been, rather during the school, trips, or regular travel. The bus journey is always social, while it ensures to be rich and enthusiastic and energetic. Initiative communication is just like a bus journey. It's fun, it's social, it's engaging and enthusiastic. Just like a bus journey is spontaneous, have a story to remember, people to join in, people to halt and stop. Initiative communicator engages people in different type of stories every time. Initiative communicators are also called as extroverts. They are social, they are enthusiastic, they are more talkative than listening. Now you know who I am. I am an initiative communicator. And I am very much, people call me very impulsive because of my fast paced. But yes, I'm very friendly. And this type of communication, I usually use it for kids. When I want to complete that task, I want to see that they are completing that task with proper engagement, with proper fun. And I want to see that they have completed that task. Row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. The second type of communication, the boat travels from high tide across the place through the water, but despite facing hurdles, but remains calm, cautious, and precise. The second type of communicators are also like a boat. They are analytical communicators. They are focus-oriented, responsible, and time take to make decisions. They are also known as perfectionists. I tend not to leave my place until my work is done. And my colleagues always complain about me not responding to their mail. They say, my God, this lady mail will not come this year. And this, no, and they get frustrated. But regardless to this, they acknowledge the fact and appreciate my method of giving attention to detail of everything, to preventing my colleague not to make mistakes. Now, I would like to tighten a seat belt and take the third mode of transport, that is flight. The flight people, the flight is always straight path, appears strong, and similarly, the third kind of communicators are direct communicators. They are clear, they're concise, they're unfiltered. They will not run behind the bush. They'll come directly to the point. And this is mostly done by all the authoritative people. How many of you have seen the King Richard movie? Yes, most of you. The King Richard movie, if you see the father of Vanessa and Serene Williams, was extremely proud about his parenthood. But when the cops came to their house to search of the drugs, he was direct and face forward. He said, my parenting is good. Chuk chuk, chuk chuk. That is train. When the train is overcrowded during the long distance and only reservation gets the berth. Train journey symbolizes the fourth category, supportive communicator. Supportive communication. These people are calm, reserved, and in the hassle and bustle of them, they are focused, they are loyal, they are good listener, and they're risk takers, and they complete their task without distraction. And all the authoritative people use this communication to complete their task. I use this method to complete and work my task from my client. While each communicator is sagacious in his own ways, a person should be able to use this communication style as per the situation. I have adapted to change my communication skill from initiative communication to supportive communication. I am making my trek from initiative communicator to the supportive communicator. But when you're dealing with different type of people, analytic, you should be ready with the fact and figures. With direct, you should be directly talking about your risk. With initiative, action filled with the emotions and feelings. Art and communication is required thread for everyone. Let me conclude and summarize my speech by the proper author of Dinah Board. Communication skill is an art of every day and relationship to create between success and defeat. Over to you, Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pramila, for this beautiful speech. Everyone, feedback link is in the chat box. Kindly take around 30 seconds to give feedback to Speaker Pramila. Moving to second speaker for today, and second speaker for today is Toastmaster Chakradhar. Hello, Chakradhar.
Hi, Toastmaster Raj.
Hello. For evaluating Toastmaster Chakradhar's speech, we have Toastmaster Silpi. Hello, Toastmaster Silpi.
Everyone.
Hi, Silpi.
Am I clearly audible?
Voice is little bit breaking.
Yeah, it might be because I am on the way and I'm traveling since morning.
Okay. So,
but I can hear you clearly. I can hear you clearly. That is what.
Sure. So the speech objective is same for Toastmaster Chakradhar as it was for Toastmaster Pramila. So Silpi, we can go ahead with this speech directly. Is it okay?
Okay. So I need to give me a minute. I'm just opening that speech objective and I'll read it right now.
Sure. So let's welcome our second speaker, Toastmaster Chakradhar. Toastmaster Chakradhar is an author, a memory and speed reader coach. Today he would be attempting second speech. of level 2. Sorry, understanding your communication style speech of level 2 of effective coaching path. Toastmaster Chakra, are you able to see timer screen?
Yes, I can. Just want to confirm. Hope I'm audible and visible clearly.
Yes, you are clearly audible and visible, Chakra. Let's begin. Toastmaster Chakra. Keep it simple.
Okay.
Keep it.
Do I need to mention
Toastmaster Chakra.
Do I need to mention this purpose?
Master Shilpi is saying something. So I think we should finish.
Do I need to mention the purpose of this speech?
I think Raj has already mentioned, so I think I can start if you allow me.
All right.
Thank you. So, what is your communication style? Till the time I'll finish my speech, hope you all have that sagacity to know that this is my communication style. And to keep it simple, I'll tell you only 2 words. Papa said. PAPASAID. All done. Good evening, emoji of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear guest. Talking about the communication style, we all research from a single tool that's called Google. And Google has 4 communication styles. It says 4 communication styles are there. And what are those? Well, those are PAPA, Papa. Passive communication style, aggressive communication style, passive aggressive communication style, and assertive communication style. I've tried to research what is my communication style, how I actually communicate with people. And I actually was thinking that I'm an assertive person. But then when it happens on the cricket ground, I'm not that assertive. When it happens in front of my wife, I'm not that aggressive. And when it happens in front of my boss, I'm neither passive nor aggressive. So I thought, what different thing Toastmaster has to offer. So Toastmaster offers the 4 communication styles, or it has in Toastmasters framework that there are 4 communication styles. And those are SAID. Papa covered. Now it is coming to SAID. SAID. So what is the very first one? That is supportive. Supportive. Toastmaster Premila has already explained you very clearly what a supportive person is. But do I am a supportive person? Yes. In some situation, yes, I am a supportive person. What situation those could be? When I have to make a tea in the morning and my wife is not. You all have understood that. Okay. So in that case, I'm quite supportive. Though I won't have any other choice, but then I am supportive in that case. Sometimes I'm direct also. So in what case I'm direct? You all have seen, or you all have know that RRR movie has released on OTT recently. And my kid, 9 years old kid, he was watching that movie continuously 7 times, more than 7 times. And when I have to stop him, that you cannot watch it more than 2 times or 3 times, though it is more than that also. In that case, I am using a direct mode of communication. Though I also want to watch that movie, but then also I cannot let him watch it. So I say with authority that you cannot watch that movie 7 times. So that's a direct way of communication. Then, though I am jumbling those things, I have started with yes, I have gone on to the D. Then I'll bring you to the AI, the buzzword of today's world. It is not artificial intelligence. It is analytical and initiative. In my college time, or when I started my first job, I was quite analytical. I was someone who was introspecting each and everything, how this is going to work for me, how I can work better so that my department or my company or my organization can grow, or I also can grow along with that. But then as the time goes on, I started understanding that supportive is the more, let's say, obvious way of working in an organization and not the analytical. Analytical you can use in some situation. You cannot be analytical all the time. So I started coming to the supportive part more, and I left that analytical part and I started using less, though also it is there in me. Whenever I have to work alone, I'm going to be more of analytical type. And final is initiating. Initiating, I'm still trying to be an initiating way of communicator, which is I'm not. I'm not someone who can be on all the platforms at the same time, being a coach, which I should be. I should be on YouTube, I should be on Insta, I should be on Facebook. And there are n number of such social platforms where I should mark my presence on every day, which I'm not doing it, though it is required. And I'm trying my best, and I'm not getting results because of that also. So I'm trying to be more of an initiating communicator. If I have to summarize the whole speech, I am more of a supportive communicator right now. I'm transforming from an analytical to the supportive one, but then I want to be a more of an initiating communicator. And I want the combination of all four. It should be all said and done. All four SAID should be in me, but I want 4 of initiating, 3 of supporting, 2 of your direct communication, and maybe the remaining 1 of your, as I said, analytical communication, which is required when you are setting up. So this is all about my communication style. Hope you all have understood that how you also can analyze your communication style, and you also can communicate better using these communication styles, which covers Papa said. Thank you, and over to you, Emoshi sir.
Thank you so much, Chakrathar, for this beautiful speech about your communication styles. Thank you so much. Feedback link is in the chat box. Kindly take 30 seconds to provide your valuable feedback to the speaker, Chakrathar. Great. Let's move to the next speaker, and our next speaker is Toastmaster Meena Karmakar. Hello, Meena. Hello, Meena.
Yes.
Yes. So for evaluating Toastmaster Meena's speech, we have Toastmaster Saugat. Toastmaster Saugat is an optional trader and software consultant by profession. I will invite Toastmaster Saugat to read out the speech objective for Toastmaster Meena's speech.
Thank you, Master of the Ceremony, and welcome you all. Toastmaster Meena Karmakar. This would be your second speech in Toastmasters, and that would imply that it will be a level 1 project 2 speech, giving a speech with a purpose. The goal for you is to meet your purpose statement with a well-executed speech. This is what we expect. Also, to present a well-organized speech, you may choose humor, You may choose information or any other style which suits you. And I think you look already ready for it. So I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sogdat. So let's welcome a speaker, Toastmaster Meena. Hello, Meena. Are you able to see timer screen?
Yes, I'm able to see timer screen.
Great. You are clearly visible and clearly visible to us. Let's begin.
Yeah.
Okay. Toastmaster Meena. 5 balls of life. Okay. Give me a moment. Toastmaster Meena is former training manager at IDBI Federal Life Insurance. So let's begin.
Currently, I'm working with HDFC Life.
Okay, great. Thank you for sharing that. I was unaware.
It is completed now.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Good evening, everyone, and all Toastmasters of the club.
Kindly wait, Meena. Kindly wait. Toastmaster Meena, 5 balls of life. 5 balls of life. Toastmaster Meena.
Good evening, everyone. To all my Toastmaster friends and guests. 5 balls of life. When I was kid, I was very much used to go to circus because it was my favorite of my part of my life when I go to circus with my family or with my aunties. And I'm sure you all have seen circus when we were child. Yes, Pradeep ji, I'm sure you have seen. And there are people who have seen maybe in the TV, you have seen in the TV some movie or some type of circus in the TV even. So when you go and watch if you have seen the circus, I'm sure you have seen the juggler over there, who basically balancing the ball, all water bottles, plastic water bottles. And when I was child, I was very much amused how they balance these balls. And I always try to balance multiple balls. But after that, last 3 years back, I actually got to know we all are managing 5 balls of our life. So are you ready to know what all are that 5 balls? So yes, great. So in 5 balls, 3 balls are plastic ones. And 2 balls are crystal ones. That plastic balls are, the number 1 is my job or business. Second one is my home, my lovely home, my assets. And the third one, my favorite friends. Now then, what about the 2 balls, which I say there are some crystal balls even? That crystal balls are my health and my family. You know, we all are managing 3 plastic balls only. And we are forgetting that 2 important crystal balls in our life. If these balls, plastic balls, somehow slipped from your hand, it will bounce back. And it will not happen anything to these balls because you can play with it. Come and go. The same way, if I lost my job, I can search a new job. If my business gets lost, I can create new business. If my home somehow I'm not able to manage and able to sell, I can create new one. If my old friends are not there, I create new ones. These are all three plastic balls. We are just running behind them and forgetting the important two crystal balls. If these two crystal balls, by chance, by luck, by mistake, if fell down, what will happen? Into multiple pieces, and you cannot create one again. It will not come back in your hand. So why we are not thinking about our health and our family? Why we are running behind these plastic balls only? I started working on this from last 3 years. And my request to all, please don't run behind these plastic balls. You can create anytime and every time in your life. You cannot create once your health and your family is gone. If your health gone, you cannot create your health again. If your family gone, you cannot create your family again. It was before. So I'm just leaving you one question today. Before sleep, please think on. Actually, which ball you are managing right now? And if you feel you are managing these only plastic balls, please start managing these crystal balls. And if you're somehow managing these crystal balls 90%, not 100%, at least manage them 60, 70%. They are the part of your life. They are the important part of your life. This is the message I just want to give you all. Thank you so much.
A beautiful, great, eye-opening speech. We can say we all realized what we have, which ball we have to pick. Thank you so much, Meena, for that.
Thank you, Manoj.
Feedback link is in the chat box. Kindly take a moment to give your valuable feedback to speaker Meena.
When we lose someone in our family, now only then this realization actually comes. And I want, please awake before that.
True, Meena. Yes, definitely. Great. So let's move ahead now with the next speaker. And our next speaker is Toastmaster Pithambaran Nair. For evaluating this speech, we have distinguished Toastmaster Abbas Akbar, who is Regional Manager at Lenovo India and currently serving as District Administrative Manager at District 98. I will request Toastmaster Abbas to read out a speech objective for Pithambaran's speech.
Thank you very much, Mr. Master of Ceremonies, Toastmaster Raj. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and friends, our speaker today is presenting, am I audible, Raj?
Yes, of course.
Our speaker today is presenting the project Managing a Difficult Audience from the path Persuasive Influence, which is a level 4 Project 1 speech. The objective that the speaker will achieve in today's speech is the purpose of this project is for the member to practice the skills needed to address audience challenges when he's presenting outside of his Toastmasters Club. Though this is within the Toastmasters Club, we'll still make sure how well the speaker today addresses objections that are made during the course of his speech. Timer, please note the time allotted for this fantastic presentation would be 10 to 15 minutes, which means 10 green, 12 and a half yellow,
15 read. I wish the speaker all the best and all the best to us to create objections that are very much needed today. Thank you very much. Good luck, Mr. Speaker.
Great. Thank you so much, Abbas. I would like to remind all those role players who are going to do their work during this speech. We have one role player's less, Abbas, because of a last moment bed draw. So we would be having 3 role players. We will continue with that. Awesome. So Toastmaster Pithambaran is logistic head at Shell Group of Companies, an ex-Navy officer. It's a great to know you, Toastmaster Pithambaran. Yes. So are you ready? And are you able to see timer screen?
Yeah, I request you to remove the spotlight at least on because I need to concentrate on the screen, rest of the team as well. So if you can remove the spotlight of the timer as well.
Yes, definitely. Take master, kindly take this. Yeah. Ready? Are you ready now?
Yes. If I am audible and visible, I am ready.
Yes, you are. You are. Toastmaster Pithambaran, who are you? Who are you, Toastmaster Pithambaran?
Who are you to tell that? Who are you to nag on me? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? We often come across these questions in our personal and professional life. My dear Toastmasters, good evening to you all. What makes you think of these questions? Is the answer is I am, as said by our distinguished Toastmaster Warren? I'm sure not. Let me try to explain some scenarios when we get frustrated because of these simple questions. Who are you? Sometimes we ask ourselves, part of being a conflict between me and myself, the conflict between me and my character, a conflict between my expectations and what I really achieve. This is one scenario when we ask this question. But the second scenario is the right time which takes out the real you and put in front of others. When others ask you, who are you to tell me that? Who are you to dictate on me? Maybe your boss. It may be your colleague. It may even your friends and siblings. Nowadays, we can see it from your siblings. Then that is the time we realize that the real conflict and how you will tackle those situations with sagacity will take the best out of you to put forward in front of your audience or in front of the team where you are.
Sorry to interrupt the speaker, Pithambaran.
Yes, what was Master Sagar?
We don't want to know who we are. What if this question never arises with us? What if no one wants to?
If you don't want to, if you don't want to know you. Okay, please.
Okay, yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, if you don't want to know who you are, listen to me that I will tell who I am. Give a patience to that. Isn't it sound great? So that you can understand better me. But at the same time, your question has a valid reason, because if I don't want to know what I am, how you are going to tell others that how you are? So it is introspection is necessary, I believe, in this case. Thank you, Toastmaster Saugat. I hope I addressed your thing. Moving forward.
Saugat, yeah, that was a good point, Saugat. If I don't want to know, I mean, it's Why should we get into so much of introspection, isn't it? Right, PB? I mean, why? We don't need to get into so much of introspection. I mean, let's be cool, calm, you know. What is there to be so much know about yourself and this and that? Let's have fun.
Oh, is it? It will be okay if we have fun all together. Look at the face. Look at me. Look at me. Toastmaster Lucky. Look at the screen. You don't want to know about me? Same way, I wish to know about you. So introspection is one of the part which is essential to know the qualities within you so that you will be able to explain your experience, your own things, what best suits in you to in front of others. Assume if you don't want to introspect today's speech, if I don't go and back, look into, okay, what went wrong? How did I do these things? Do you think in the next time when I come in front of you and give a speech, will you be listening to me? I don't think so. So introspection for me is one of the key things which we require to know to understand our own conflicts first. So I was discussing about 3 key reasons why we are having that much of conflict within or outside. So let me cover the external part of it. For me, the prime reason is poor communication. If we don't communicate well with our colleagues, well with our team, well with our family members, do you think, are you able to meet the final objective? If I am not able to express what I want, how can I expect my team member to do the best out of this situation? So poor communication leads to conflict, and of course, when it happens, the integrity of the team, the result-oriented approach from the team get drained somewhere just because we are focusing our own needs. Now, when it comes to the second point, that is more interesting. It is misunderstanding. Misunderstanding between me and my colleague. Misunderstanding between me and my boss. Misunderstanding between me and my wife. It can lead to a conflict. And what is that? It is just because, as I said in the poor communication, we didn't clearly emphasize what we are expecting. And what if our expectations, whatever we do, is it matching with the person's caliber or not? As the saying goes, a stitch at time saves 9. So if you are able to communicate them well, make clear understanding about your team members, I'm sure that your team is going to get the best out of it. So in that case, these 2 things are enough. Good communication and creating a conducive atmosphere where there is no misunderstanding. I'm pretty sure that none of us, believe me, none of us will be in a position to clear 100% misunderstanding.
Toastmaster, I don't understand what is your point. What exactly are you even going for here?
Great, great. Toastmaster Ardi, please have a patience. This is what my entire story is about. Just have a patience and you will listen the true thing, what I want to say. But since you asked, what is the point? What is the point of if you're not communicating well? What is the point if you have a misunderstanding between you and your partner, you and your boss? Where it lead to? It will lead to conflict and at the end, simply disturbing atmosphere. You will not be in a position to have a sound sleep. You will not be having a position like anything, whatever around you, you will not be in a position to enjoy with that. So how we can lead to that? That third thing is about personal expectations, personal experience, personal egos. And if you are able to keep aside personal egos. Now, I will give you an example what happened with me in recent time. In my organization, there was almost, say, 70% of the old employees, they took a retirement. So definitely there is someone new coming in to fill the vacuum. So here the tussle comes. What about, is he competent enough to lead us? Is he competent enough to know about what culture we have? And is he competent enough to handle our industry requirement? These were the things which were going through the minds of many of the employees, including my own subordinates. Because we realized that those who joined new were not exactly from the same industry. Those joined new were speaking a different language. Those joined new were expecting something extraordinary. And the final result is tussle between the team members. So where it will lead? The ultimate collapse of your team. And is that what your aim? Great organization look into the way that their senior responsible individual, responsible managers take the opportunity to make best out of it. So the colleague, the person joined with me, I realized that he is not in control of the thing, what he need to be, whereas I can't tell to him in a way in the official atmosphere. So I decided to tell, Mr. Can we meet today after office hours for a coffee? I think you don't know many of the places in Bahrain. So let me take to a place where we can have a good coffee and enjoy some time. And my sole intention was to have an open talk with this gentleman. We had enough and more interactions to understand each other, the personal behavior, the educational background, the cultural differences between, because he is from other nationality. Definitely there will be some sort of differences what I was expecting to. So once we had a clear discussion on these things, I asked him, gentlemen, can't we work together to meet our goal as a team? And I am sure that you will be the best who can contribute towards the success. Next day onwards, those who asked in the office to this gentleman, who are you to give these instructions? Who are you? Who are you? But turning to him and asking, how are you?
Toastmaster, I want to interrupt you. Yeah, if you are saying that personal ego is more important, then why you are focusing on your inner needs, on your personal needs? Don't you think so? You need to prove someone that who are you, why you are, what you are now.
That's a great question, Ravinder. But unfortunately, I didn't tell that personal ego is more important. What I was explaining is that personal ego is one of the reasons put you forward of others where you feel that I am superior to him.
But why you are focusing on the other people's opinion?
See, when
personal ego is more important.
No, personal ego for me as an individual, throughout this conversation, I believe that I have no intention to put forward personal ego as important. My sole intention is that to control your emotions, control your egos, to understand each other. And that is where you will win as a team in a cohesive atmosphere. I hope I addressed your question. Thank you. Thank you very much. So what I was saying all is about, if you have a problem, take an extra step. Give a patient set of ear. rather than an active tongue, you will be able to resolve more problems and make your team work for it. Ladies and gentlemen, from who are you to how are you is just matter of a alphabet shifting. But that one alphabet from who to how will define your goals. That one shift in your mindset will define your goals, your team cohesiveness, and with all your sagacious approach, if you are able to put across these things in front of your team, and I believe that team building with conflict resolution and understanding how to do it is the key towards success. Back to you, Master of Ceremony.
Thank you so much, Pithambaran, for letting us know who we are, who you are, who we all are. Thank you. Feedback link is in the chat box. Kindly take a moment to share your valuable feedback. Okay, so we have final speaker for today, but unfortunately, evaluator is unavailable because of some unforeseen circumstances. So this final speaker is icebreaker speech. Any one of you would like to be evaluator on the spot?
Hi, Raj, I think we have a few Toastmasters also who are visiting. If I think I see Aarti in the room if she'd like to do it. Who's not a role player today?
Yeah. Hello, Aarti. Would you like to be icebreaker speech evaluator?
Sure.
Awesome. Great. Thank you so much, Aarti. Thank you so much. So we can continue with the speaker directly, Toastmaster Aarti.
Yes, please.
Yes. Awesome. Great. So we have final speaker for today, Toastmaster Lucky. Toastmaster Lucky is an author, trainer, HR professional, and founder of playmytrainings.com. Toastmaster Lucky, are you able to see timer screen?
Thank you, Toastmaster.
Yeah, kindly.
Raj.
Yeah, okay. You are clearly audible and visible? Let's go ahead. Toastmaster Lucky, choice or destiny? Choice or destiny? Toastmaster Lucky.
Am I audible?
Yes.
This is a story of a little girl, a chubby cheeks. She was 4 years of age. At that time, she didn't like to go to school. Her class teacher was like a demon for her. She used to get nightmares of this teacher. She just didn't like to go to school. One fine day, she was adamant and she was like, "No, I don't want to go to school." This was a joint family she was in. Her uncle, mother, everyone was consoling her. "No, come on, you need to go to school. School is important. You must go. Let's go. Let me drop you to the school." But she was, "No, no, no, I just don't want to go to school." Her father was shaving. His eyes was at the mirror, but his ears were at what was happening. Suddenly, her father kept the shaver down. He looked at her and asked, "You don't want to go to school?" She was like, "No, daddy." She thought probably her dad would say, "It's okay, don't go to school." But suddenly there was complete darkness. She could hear a loud smack which landed on her cheeks. Everywhere darkness, there were stars seen all around. And that was the first and the last smack that she got. And from then onwards, she went to school always. And that's me. Yes, my dear friends, I am educated. I have gone to school. I have gone to college, but I never liked education. They say that you should get into the profession of the skills that you are good at, the thing that you like. I never liked education, but I am in education. I'm professionally in education domain. When I was in college, my friends used to tell, oh, she's very quiet. Even now, when they meet me or when they talk about me, they're like, lucky, oh, that quiet girl. I was very, very quiet. Even when I was sitting in a group of 10 people, I would not speak a word. But I am in the speaking world. I never had big dreams, big goals, directions, big aspirations. I never had that in colleges. I never wanted to do big things. But now I teach people about dreaming big, having big goals. I have written a book to be your own guide to be successful. So, friends, whether it is my destiny or whether it is by choice, I don't know. Whether I was supposed to be here or not, I don't know, but I am here. I have been in the education domain and I never had big dreams. I never wanted to do a lot of things when in college, but now I'm doing pretty well. Whenever I get a chance, I jump to volunteer myself to speak. I don't know whether I'm doing good or not. Whenever I get a chance, I volunteer myself or I put forward my application to take up a training session that I get in hand. I talk about self-development, personal development, whereas I was not at all in these areas during my education. So whether by choice or by destiny, I am here in this knowledge field. I follow my heart. There is some urge that comes from within, and I feel like talking about my thoughts, my knowledge, my feelings with others, and I feel that somehow I tend to inspire a few people. I don't know. But yes, by choice or by destiny, I am here. And that's about me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lucky. Give me a moment for posting the feedback link for you.
Toastmaster Raj, I think this is our icebreaker speech. So can you all stand up once and clap for her once?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, we can. And she is repeating her icebreaker speech. She had already delivered once. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Great, great. Yes. Let me post the feedback link for her. Great. Yes. The feedback link is in the chat box. Take a moment to share your valuable feedback to Speaker Lucky. Yes, so as we are almost on time, might be we are a little late. So let's begin the evaluation. And for evaluating the very first speaker, Toastmaster Primila, I would like to invite distinguished Toastmaster, international motivational speaker and author, Von Eric. Hello, Von.
Oh, just one moment. Sorry, I'm sending Lucky's evaluation.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, I have a gift for Primella. Can I able to share a screen? Because I feel that I should do the same treatment as I give to everyone.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Primella, thank you for the gift of your speech. And for that, I would like you to congratulate. Congratulations. Would you? Okay. I know I don't mind the time for now. Okay. Congratulations, Pramila. Make my trip. Okay. Because you give a gift, I have a gift to you as well. And this gift, thank you for your speech, the 3R. I would like to reintroduce the 3R of evaluation, and this is my gift to you: review, reward, and response, because you deserve this acknowledgement. Review. I review your speech, I review your title, I review your purpose and your objective. I thought that was great, and you achieve your purpose. Great job. Now, my reward to you, because you give us a gift, this is my gift to you. You're standing. I love that. You use body language very well. You have a great hand gesture. Great job. And of course, you are very enthusiastic. Now, my response to you, my evaluation to your presentation in something that you will like to work on and challenge yourself. Probably change the background or your wall. Don't get me wrong, they are great. They are beautiful pictures, but sometimes it's distract your audience. Number two, adjust your volume. Probably because you're standing, you're very far from your microphone. And lastly, practice the pause. You have to have pacing so that we can catch up with what you're saying. Those are my gift to you. Overall, you did great. Thank you very much, and looking forward for next speech. Great job. Over to you, Toastmaster Raj.
Thank you so much, Vaughn, for evaluating this beautiful speech. Thank you. Now let's move ahead and let me invite evaluator for second speaker. Second speaker was Toastmaster Chakradhar Dikshit, and for evaluating his speech, I would like to invite Toastmaster Silpi. Hello, Silpi. Is it? Are you in condition to do the evaluation for him?
Yes, can you hear me properly? Is it
Yes,
possible?
we can. Yeah, we can, Silpi. Yes, kindly go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So, hi, good evening, everyone. And first of all, sorry for the delay as I am traveling. And congratulations, Mr. Chakradhar. Your speech was awesome and very interesting, the which you have created. And that added a lot of interest that we should hear you. So that was very interesting acronym, which I really liked. Second important thing was uh, the way you dressed up today for your this thing. That is amazing. Very formal. We have seen you in different attire after a long, I believe. So that is very good. We like you in this. And secondly, your smile, which you maintained today, because normally I see you very serious. So you maintained this smile today during whole of your speech. So that was again awesome thing. And yes, the way you try to create situations, so that was help to visualize, and we were trying to get more connected, and that was little more explanatory when you was trying to explain us that what you were trying to tell without doing much pomp and show, but you relate us to that. So that all was amazing, and I really liked it. Now when we talk about challenging you and considering the objective, what I believe is the first thing, you had a lot of opportunity where you was creating a lot of scenes, right? If you could have added little voice modulations to that, if you could have added little expressions to that, so I believe we could have related to it much more. And this would have been much more interesting. Though your speech was very interesting, but this would have become much more interesting. Second, if I talk about body language, language starting, you was moving. After that, you stopped it. Definitely after that, you stopped it. But so which we could have avoided. And third thing, what I believe is there is lack of words while framing your sentences. So that probably can be worked on, because otherwise you yourself everyone. So, but yes, I feel that there has been little lack of sentences which could have been avoided. So otherwise you are great and you're fantastic. There's few things which we need to work on. That's it. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you so much, Silpi. You are soft skill trainer, corporate trainer, and motivational speaker. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. I think till now everybody must have learned this. Thank you.
Awesome. Now let's move to next evaluator, and I would like to invite Toastmaster Saugat for evaluating Toastmaster Meena's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Saugat.
Am I loud and clear?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Master of the Ceremony, for calling me back. Toastmaster Meena, how beautifully you took us to our childhood memories, the circus. We all love the circus. And then you transited to the juggling analogy. I don't know how you did that, but it was beautiful. And with that, you explained the topic, the title of your speech, which is 5 balls. 3 plastic balls, 2 crystal balls. And you also showed them. So we will remember for the rest of our lives that there are 5 balls in our life which we should take care of. And you also explained how these 3 balls, which are the plastic balls, can be amended even if they fall down. But the crystal ones may not be, because that should be the dearest to us. And you also included a call to action. When we go back to the bed today, we will speak within ourselves. We will ask this question that, are we taking care of those crystal balls, or are we running behind the 3 plastic balls? So great speech, Meena Karmakar. You have showed us the importance of these crystal balls. But I will give you my almost sagacious recommendations so that your speech can go to the next level. Are you ready to listen? Okay.
Yes.
I have 2 recommendations for you. One for the structure of the speech, and second one is the execution. When you define the structure of the speech, you started with the story of a circus. We visualized, yes, there was a circus. That is great. And then you showed us the balls. Okay. But then you kept on repeating. You stuck to those balls every time. We could have accepted a lot more examples regarding the balls. You could have added more stories of real life or made up stories. Okay. So that some things do not become redundant. And the second part is the execution part. Little bit of nitpicking I will be doing here. When you showed the balls for the first time, the crystal balls or the plastic balls, you spoke early and then you showed it. So there was some execution delay. Okay. Like you were saying crystal balls and then you were finding for the crystal balls and showed it. Okay. So these kind of executions can be handled with more preparations. Overall, I loved your speech and we will remember it for the rest of our life. And I will see you next time with a better one. Thank you, Toastmaster Meena. Back to you, Master of Ceremony.
Thank you so much, Saugat, for this beautiful, lovely evaluation for Meena's speech. Thank you. Now let's invite the next evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Abbas, for evaluating Toastmaster Pithambra's speech. Abbas, over to you.
An eye for an eye will only make the whole world blind. And this is what our speaker today showed us we should not do. Pitambran, today I will not ask you who are you, but instead let me tell you how amazing you were. You today were a masterclass in confidence, in calmness, in composure, how to have a wonderful start at your speech, how to conclude so strongly. And the spark that set you apart on stage today is that smile you carried through your speech And that stayed, and that warmth stayed with all of us, even now when your speech is over long back. I love the way how you handled those unplanned objections and how you took your speech forward. Having said that, Pitambaran, as much as I loved your entire presentation today, there were three things that I will specifically remember. One, how when you started and you asked, who are you, who are you, who are you? And on the chat, there was a message, I am, I am, I am. I love the way how you incorporated that in your speech and took your speech forward. It just went to show us the confidence that you had as a speaker. Very well done. Second is how I love the physical objections that you actually took care of when they were asked to you through the speech. For example, when you were asked, what if we do not want to know ourselves? I love the way how you brought that twist and said, it's okay, try knowing me. That was a good way of answering an objection and again, linking it to the content of your speech. Very well done. I love the stance and the stand you brought into your speech. I understand this is an online meeting and all of us prefer sitting, including myself. But I loved how you stood and you had a very clear stance that made your audience very comfortable. Now, personally, something that became a cherry on the cake for me was when you mentioned the word Bahrain. And for me, that just connected because I have spent 25 years of my life in Bahrain. And the minute you said Bahrain, I was like, oh, he just said Bahrain. And I was right back into your speech. So I loved that. Dear Pitambaran, while some may still ask you today that who you are, but with all those small points that you've taken me today with your speech, there are a few points where if we work together, I believe we can further elevate this beautiful speech. First, too many movements. I believe as a speaker, you need to be a little more quieter, calmer in the place where you stand, and you move with purpose to either deliver a point, to deliver a message, or to take a question which was required in today's speech. That would have made your movement more impactful and more needed. Second is try and be a little more effortless. What I mean by effortless is when you're asked a question or when you're objected during your speech, try putting it into your speech and then moving forward instead of creating a stop, answering them, and then going back to your content and taking forward. I would have preferred something a little more effortless, where you would have taken the question, smiled, continued your speech, and put the answer to that question within your speech. Third, and the most important one is I would like to suggest is do not force fit something into your speech. Today, when you concluded, you said from who are you to how are you? That who to how transition was a little not required. Instead, you could have had something like from who are you to who you decide you want to be. That was a little more natural and that transition would have made a little more sense. All in all, Pitambaran, I loved your journey from who are you to how are you, with a little work on movement, being effortless and not force fitting anything. You are a force that from today onwards, nobody will ever ask, who are you? Mr. Toastmaster today.
Great. Thank you so much, Abbas, for this lovely evaluation. Thank you so much. Awesome. So it's time to be for final evaluator, for final speaker, Lucky. Let me invite Toastmaster Aarti, VPPR from Sobo Toastmasters Club. Toastmaster Aarti.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Raj. Our speaker today is a very dynamic speaker. It was very hard for me to believe that this is her very first project, just because of how naturally confident she is on stage. Our speaker told us that she is a motivational speaker, and I could see where that was coming from, because all throughout, I could sense the authority with which she was moving on stage. I could feel the confidence that she was coming in with, and I could see why her words, how her words could have such a positive impact on people. She has a very naturally comfortable aura, which made it very easy for me to connect with her. And I think as a motivational speaker, that is something I would definitely look for. For my evaluation, I would first like to talk about her delivery style, which, by the way, was spot on, because our speaker already is pretty good with her pace. Her pace was so slow and it was just right. I could follow her without any difficulties with understanding. Her pitch, her voice modulation was just great. A speaker even went ahead and added dialogues to her very first speech, which I think is just beautiful, because when she was talking to the kids, she's like, no, I don't want to go to school. And then her father comes in and he's like, that was like, the way she enacted her father, the way she enacted herself. It just felt so relatable because, well, Indian families, we all know how that is. So the very fact that the speaker explored all these and used that to her benefit in her in her voice modulation, I think was a fantastic add-on. Moreover, her gestures were also at point. Never were she I, for a first time speaker, I would expect her to probably be a little scared and nervous, but rather her body language was open. And as I said, she was very confident on stage, using her gestures to her advantage. Her eye contact, I'd say, was a little less, and I think that is one point she can improve on. Now, moving on to the recommendations. I think the majority of my recommendations would be structured on her content. While I love the subtle dark humor you use with the slap and the calling your teacher a demon, I think there were certain places where it could have been a lot better. For example, I think you could have gone in with a stronger conclusion. The speaker ended her story with a very light conclusion that by choice or by destiny, I am here. I felt like as an audience, I wanted something more to take back with me. And second, I believe that the speaker could have better used her chronology. And, at points I felt like her switching between choice or destiny was a little confusing. So I would have loved it to be more structured in that direction. And the last, I would love to know more about you, your dreams, your aspirations, because at this point, I just know a little about your life and I would love to know a lot more. With this, I would like to hand back the stage to the Toastmaster of today. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Aarti, for this beautiful evaluation. It's great to listen. Great. Now, quickly, as we are really very little late, so I would like to invite Timer to share Timer report. Where Salu or Pradeep, anyone would like to share? Okay, Pradeep, if you wish to. Anyone?
Sure. I'd like to share.
Yeah, kindly call
the background. Yeah. So the first speaker for today, Pramila Dias, she took 7 minutes and 18 seconds. The second speaker, Toastmaster Chakradhar Dikshit, he took 6 minutes and 55 seconds. The third speaker for today, Toastmaster Meena Karmakar, she took 6 minutes and 12 seconds. The fourth speaker for today, Toastmaster Pitambaran Nair, he took 14 minutes and 43 seconds. And the last speaker for today, Toastmaster and our president, Lucky Daftar, she took 4 minutes and 39 seconds. Coming to the evaluators, the first evaluator, DTM Born Eric, he took 2 minutes and 14 seconds. The second evaluator, Toastmaster Shilpi Upadhyay, she took 2 minutes and 28 seconds. The third evaluator for today, Toastmaster Saugat Kamilya, he took 2 minutes and 57 seconds. The fourth evaluator for today, DTM Abbas Akbar, he took 3 minutes and 34 seconds. And the last evaluator for today, Toastmaster Aarti, she took 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Over to you, the MOC, Raj. Thank you.
So much, Pradeep. So, except Abbas, all are qualified, isn't it?
Abbas and Aarti. Abbas took 3 minutes and 34 seconds, and Aarti took 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah, Aarti is qualified with 30 seconds.
Yes. Sure. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Pradeep. Quickly, I would like to invite grammarian Imran to share grammarian report. Over to you, Imran.
Thank you so much, Master of the Ceremony. So I'm really surprised as well as glad to see that everyone was sagacious to using the English language. It was filled with lots of excellent sentence structure, word as well as phrases. And I would like to correct you with few words. First one, it would be direct, not direct. It would be direct. You have to incorporate with T. Direct, not direct. Second word is able, not able. Able. And third one is enable, not enable. And I would like to thank you for using word of the day by Primila Chakradhar Dikshit, Pithambar Nair, and Saugat. So it was excellent uses of the English language. So I'm really happy to see that. And it was full of learning from all the evaluators and speakers. Over to you, Master of the Ceremony.
Great. Thank you so much, Imran, for sharing Kremlin report. Thank you. Now, kindly poll. There is poll on your screen. Kindly poll for your best speaker and best evaluator. Saugat may not able to vote. You may share your vote with me one-to-one as your co-host, Saugat. Others would be able to vote. So kindly vote for your best speaker and best evaluator.
Toastmaster Raj, one doubt. If the speech timing is 10 to 15, so then the evaluation time should also be increased, isn't it?
We should ideally, but I have never seen. I have always.
I found Abbas Akbar, Toastmaster Abbas Akbar's evaluation the best one, but he is not like even qualified for that. So I think it is injustice. We are actually inviting a guest and we're not letting ask her to vote for him. What do you think? It's your thought, purely your thought.
I agree with the kind gesture. I feel, but timeline for evaluation is 2 to 3 minutes. So we should go ahead with the protocol which Toastmaster International defined for every evaluator. Yes, yeah, kindly go ahead. We need 4 more votes, 3 more. Yeah, we need 3 more votes. We are 11. Okay, we will not wait much. We will wait for 10 more seconds.
Raj, since you discriminated against me, have you received my vote in the chat?
Have you shared on WhatsApp chat or Zoom chat?
Directly here.
Huh? Sorry?
Directly it's Zoom.
Yeah, I have not received. Yeah, I received. Yes, I received. I have. Okay. So it is almost clear. Let me share the result with. Let me end the poll. And I have ended the poll, and let me share the results with you all. Yes. You all can see the best speaker is Toastmaster Pithambaran and best evaluator is Toastmaster Aarti. Congratulations to both of you. And now with this, let me invite and give the control back for closing remarks to President of the club, Toastmaster Lucky. Over to you, Lucky.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raj. And thank you everyone for joining in. It was such an awesome session once again with such wonderful speeches. We get to learn so much in all our meetings, isn't it? We get to learn so much from the speakers, from evaluators, the way the evaluations happen. I learn a lot every time. Every Saturday is a wonderful day for me. This was an awesome session. I would like to announce a few things. We, as a new club, and with our mentors and our founder, with the guidance of all these great people of our club, we are doing great on our levels as well. We've just chartered, and I have an awesome news today. We have 2 people, Sunita and me. We have cleared level 1 today. Chakradhar has cleared level 2, Raj level 2, and Pithambaran level 4. So many wonderful things that we are doing, so many achievements of our club happening. Very soon we will get great designations for our club that we are waiting for a lot. A round of applause for everyone, for all the achievers. Congrats, everyone. So, yes, we meet every Saturday at this time, 8 to 9:30. And I invite all the guests to join us every Saturday. Let's all together further build ourselves and grow towards wonderful speaking. One thing I would like to add is that anyone, if you are, this is a common announcement that I would like to share, that if anyone is dropping off due to any reason, just share that over WhatsApp, just share personally, so that we know how to run the show, we are prepared. At times we see last minute drop-offs, which is something that we should avoid. I think we must avoid, we all must avoid, so that our show runs well. I think we all agree with that, right? All right, so wonderful. So officially now I adjourn the meeting, and